I think we're almost there. Yeah, that's looking like it's almost there. Hi there, this is Ray with Easy Simple Mechanic, and today we're inside again. That's the beauty about that during the winter time you can work inside. So anyways, we're going to continue working on this Lincoln motor, and we're going to try and get it completely assembled today, get it painted, and we'll see if we can get the flywheel on and see how far we get. Anyway, enjoy the episode. The first thing I wanted to do was to squirt some oil in here and make sure that we had these valves lubricated. Then what I want to do is I want to take some cleaner. I'm leaving it up like this so the oil doesn't run out here. But I'm going to take some cleaner and clean out these gasket surfaces here. And I hooked up that spring because I need that governor lever to be out of the way. So I'm going to do that. And I'm not going to use any sealer on this tappet cover because I may need to take it off if I need to adjust the tappets later on. First thing is we've got the one gasket that goes around the outside, and this piece goes in there first. Then we have this little metal valve, which is really kind of like, what do they call those? PCV valve type system. So it'll allow the engine to breathe. It'll push air out, but it won't suck anything in. Then we have that little thing. Then we have our little breather filter. And I guess I'll put it this way. Maybe if I turn it around, it'll do better. No, it goes the other way. So we're gonna put it in there like that. Then we're gonna put the other gasket that goes on here. And finally, we're going to put the cover, and there's a little marking here that says top. It needs to go that way because the breather wants to let all that stuff go down. And if you notice, everything was real dirty on this side of the engine because that breather with it blowing burning oil or whatever, it was all that stuff was just running down on top of that fuel pump. Clean that for the fuel pump. Got that clean. We're going to lubricate the fuel pump there. Now you want to make sure that little hook goes just inside the wall there, because you want it to make sure that it doesn't hang up on the bottom side of the cam lobe that moves this oil pump. And but we do want to put a little bit of lube, and this one here, since we don't want that to rub off, we need to use regular grease here. Okay, so I got some regular grease, and I'm just going to put it on the tip of that rod right there. So there's some grease for the points to grab onto. And that grease will be there. If I use this lubricant grease, it'll turn into like an oil and it'll come off of there. So that's what I'm gonna do. Here's the screws for this. And this just goes in there, right there. And we put those in there. Now we can get some paint on this engine before we assemble this side of the engine. Okay, now that we have the engine painted, I guess we're gonna try and get this bearing or this seal in for this the front cover here. So I found a socket that just fits that appropriately, and I got this seal started to where it's perfectly smooth, and we'll just try and get this. Make sure that we get some oil in this guy right here. Because we want to make sure that guy's lubricated. You want to make sure this thing turns freely, is lubricated. We want to put a little bit of oil on here, and we want to get some oil on this seal right here. You don't want to install these dry, because if if you don't get oil on it, that seal will burn up when you first start it. Before we can install this on there, I want to make sure these coil pickups are clean. That wiring before we put this on there, because this sits so close to the engine that getting that in there later could be quite difficult. So I went ahead and installed that now, and then we're going to go ahead and get our gaskets on here, clean this up, and get that on there. I guess the next thing is this this flywheel. Make sure that's clean. You see all this white stuff in here? All of this stuff in here is that etching stuff that I was talking about. And what that does is that helps to eliminate that rust and get this prepped for some paint. Okay, well, it looks like we got that flywheel on there. We've got all of the stuff on the side here done. We went ahead and got that front cover on, and we got that flywheel on there. We got that all torqued down. And so I think that's gonna have to do it for now. And we're gonna let this paint dry, because I went ahead and got that flywheel on there and went ahead and threw some paint on it. So I think done today, and it looks like we're almost ready to start this thing. Well, folks, I guess that's gonna do it for this episode. Stay tuned. It looks like we're almost there. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I don't know that I'm gonna upload anything for the holidays, but I may throw something different. And remember, if you do something every day, you will learn something new. So do and learn every day. Thank you. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye.